Hey guys, how you doing? This is Ryan Date, aka Date Ryan Sama here on Twitch and on Twitter, a member of the Hashira podcast where we talk all things anime and nerd, and we hope that you would, if you would, like us on our videos on YouTube. Please subscribe to us over there, share out, follow us on Twitter, on all those social media platforms so you can be part of the conversation. And if you comment on our YouTube after it's been posted there, or even if you're in the chat here and you're chatting with us right now while we're live, we appreciate you guys sitting with us and being a part of the conversation. And always be a part of the conversation by following us with that notification bell hit, and you can always see us live here. So make sure you follow us on Twitch and make sure that you're following us on YouTube so that way you're always a part of what's going on here at the Hashira podcast.
I'd like to begin with a fact.
So, it's about to be anime season, y'all. Fall anime seasons where everything seems to be hitting all the time. Those pieces come together and they hit. And so before we get into the biggest return that we've probably heard of in anime history for a long time, y'all, we're getting Bleach back. And so since we're getting that back, we wanted to have a conversation about the captains, and not just, I guess, where people are at currently manga-wise, but about our beloved captains from the beginning of the anime. So before we're talking who was the original captains, we're talking about those captains that we were introduced to when the anime was kind of presented to us. And so because of that, we wanted to get into who we felt like was the strongest, who wasn't, tier list ranking, blah, 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 all that jazz with you guys. So that you guys can hear what we think and we can hear what you think about these Court Squad captains. So I don't know about y'all, but Bleach was a big part of anime for me, and I think for most people who like kind of was getting into it. That's the first manga I've kind of read all the way through when it was like being produced. And you guys know I'm not a manga person, but I definitely read the Bleach manga, so you know, it is what it is. But we're gonna get into that thing, and as always, I am so excited to say this, but I've got my brother with me, y'all, Goose the Truth, Travis, if you know him, and he's back, y'all. Over there is Black by Nature 66, and of course, that's Nobunaga Dano. We're missing Edwin only because he didn't watch Bleach yet, but you know he's here with us in the chat. So, we are the Hashira podcast, and we about to get this going. Anything y'all want to say before we get into the big thing?
I think it's gonna be said. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's gonna happen.
I just feel like Travis is just waiting. He's waiting. Look at this face. Look at this. Look.
Stone Cold came back for SmackDown or something like that. That's what it is.
Yeah, just let's get into it. Let's get into it.
All right, so let's do the thing, guys. Let's do the thing.
Let's talk the actual factuals.
All right. So, all right.
Oof.
So here we go. We've got our tier list screen. You can see the captains on the bottom that we're going to be talking about on today, and how we're going to be ranking them and putting them in our tier list. And also, I was surprised because Goose the Truth returned, and he returned with the stipulation to add to this here conversation, and I'm all here for it. So he wants us to go through our worst to best captains list and see where we sit before we get into how we are tiering these captains. So since I was surprised by it, I'm not starting this one off. So which one of you Hashira want to go for?
Dean.
Go ahead, Dean.
Who is number 13 on your list?
Wait, come on. Y'all want me to go first?
Yeah.
No. I'm not going first.
List. Just say one. The first one. Just say the first one. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the dude's name, but the second squad captain, the dude, the long white hair.
Ukitake.
Oh, Ukasake.
That's
This is
Here we
anime
go.
only. Yeah.
anime only.
Yes.
Okay. Tommy.
13. I gotta read this a little bit better. Ukitake.
Look, y'all see Nobunaga brought the notebook, right? That's crazy.
The composition book.
The composition. He ain't playing.
I got Ukitake as last as well.
Wow. All right. And this is not me coming for. I'm not saying that this captain is weak in any way, shape, or form. It's just what I've been giving from the anime, and I'm gonna speak on
this.
I'm gonna speak on Ukitake a little bit too after, because.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we're just.
I'll leave that alone. on the weakest for me, and it's not because she's terrible. It's just what we were given from anime. Is Retsu
Unohana.
Unohana.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 1, weakest from what I got.
Okay. No, I agree with that. I agree.
We're not saying anything yet, right?
No, I agree with that. That's a good actually a good pick. That's actually a good pick.
Okay. All right. Good.
So are we going to the next person?
Next person.
Yes.
Next. Number 2. Go ahead, D. Number 2.
I'm gonna go with Komomora.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
What
Yeah. Yeah.
about you, Tom?
I'm in accordance.
My next person is Unohana.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. I thought we was gonna be on board the same place until like number 5. Okay. All right.
Well, mind you, look. Well, how I'm looking at it, like they're all on that same level. So, you understand what I'm saying? It's not like
Just go to the next person in your list.
Yeah. Number 3.
We'll get.
Who's number 3?
it's you, Travis.
Oh. All right. Well, my number 2 was the same thing. I think it was
Komomora.
yeah.
One more.
Okay, so my number 3 will be Unohana.
Oh, my number 3 is Soyfun. Soyfun.
Soifon.
Wow.
Number
Oof.
3.
Wow.
Number 3. And that's not I don't think that's a bad place to put her. I don't think that's
No,
a
we
bad.
can't discuss
defending.
it.
We're not defending. Keep it going.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm hearing a lot of. I'm hearing a lot of. Oh,
My number 3.
There's a lot of oof and ah. That don't mean nothing. Keep it going.
My number 3 is Toshido.
Ooh.
See, he disrespected him on the topic.
That's hey. Listen, this is Tommy's list.
Keep it going.
Who's
Keep it going.
who's your 3 again? You didn't say it, right? You didn't say it.
No, I'm saying right now, it's gonna be. I'm stuck between 2 right now,
Do you not have the
but
list?
I'm gonna have to go with Tosin.
Wow. Okay. So for everybody who's watching again, and if you guys are watching with us on YouTube, just remember right now, we are currently, the Hashira are naming out their lists from worst to greatest. Okay? So that's what the captains they're listing in worst to greatest. So if you're in the chat and want to know what these lists are going by, when they say a number, that's the number we're going by, all right? Just so you know. So this one right here is their 4th closest to the bottom. Like 4th, who is the wackest, I guess. 4th wackest on their list, I suppose. Continue.
Who's number 4 then, Dean?
Yeah.
Tosin.
He said Tosin.
No, Tosin was. Oh yeah. You said Tosin.
Number 4 for me is Soifon.
Number 4 for me is Toshido.
Toshido. Wow.
Okay.
Right.
Number 5.
Number 5 would be Soifon.
All right.
Wow. Y'all that's way found low. Look at that.
Komomora would be next for me.
Komomora.
You got him that high?
Wow, this is unbelievable. Number
It's only
5.
number 5.
Number 5 for me is Tosin. I think that's a beautiful place to put that character. Yeah, number 5, Tosin.
Okay.
Number 6 would be Mr. Hitsugaya.
That's
Okay.
Toshido. So number 6. Okay.
Number 6 for me is Tosin.
Tosin is number 6.
Number 6 for me is Jushido. Number 6 for me is Jushido. I think there's a reason. First, I'm not gonna. Whoop. We're not gonna get into it.
You the one that said no defending. Shut your mouth.
I'm not.
Shut your mouth.
Shut my mouth.
All right. Next.
All right. Next. That would be 7, right?
Yeah, we're at 7. Deem.
I'll put Gin.
Whoa. Gin Ichimaru.
Yeah.
Bro.
Wow.
For me, next 7 would be what's his name? Kyoraku.
Okay.
Yo, rock.
For everybody who doesn't know who that is, that's flower.
That's Shinsui.
Kimono. Yeah, flower kimono.
What?
Yeah, flower kimono. For you guys who don't know the names properly. All right, Travis, who's 7 for you?
7 for me is again.
Oh, again, that's right.
Yo, chill, bro.
Number 8. He said. Uh-oh. I don't know if you guys can see the chat. He said, "Nah, Tommy, you my favorite pillar," but Dean put his guy at 6. All right, Dean, number 8.
This is where things start getting interesting.
This is where everything's about to hit the fan. Chat, let's do it.
Oof. I'm gonna have to put Ken Pot. No, I'm just joking. Look at him. Look. No, I'm joking. What is that? Oh, man, what is this? I can't get off his name.
I wonder because I feel like we're so far. Well, Dean, we've been aligning with a couple of them. So, are you thinking about the 12th division? Mayuri? Is that what you're talking about?
Mayuri? Hell no.
Oh, okay.
You gotta wait a couple more numbers, right?
Nah, hell yeah, nah, man, you're bugging.
We gotta wait a couple more numbers. We're the top 5 at this point, right? Almost there.
The gold baby, chill.
I'll put Komamura there. For me.
You got Komamura that high up?
Yeah.
What?
What the fuck is going? No,
wait. This is 7, right?
No, it's 8.
We're at
8, bro.
We're at 8, Brody.
Oh Jesus!
I want to make sure I know who I'm talking about. 8?
Word up, Rav.
You got that Fox at 8?
No,
did you make
the flower captain?
Okay,
That's a cool one.
Kiraku.
My fault.
Don't scare me like
What's his name? Senji, right?
Shishui. Kiraku. Shunsui.
G3.
Oh, yeah, I done spelled the name, bro.
Wrong anime.
Fuck up.
Yeah.
So, who's it?
Number 8. Let's do it.
Byakuya.
Whoa, you're the disrespect. I won't say anything, but the disrespect.
It's not disrespect, bro.
It's disrespect. Anyway, go ahead.
No disrespect to
It's
him.
disrespect. But anyway, go ahead, Travis. Who's number 8 for you, please? I'm not even gonna tiger uppercut that, but go ahead.
What was his number 8? I want to hear.
Kuchiki. Byakuya Kuchiki was number 8.
Byakuya.
Kuchiki.
Byakuya Kuchiki. You're wildin'. He's wildin'. He's wildin', bro. I'm
My
sorry.
number 8. I don't think this is wrong. It's fine. Is Mayuri.
Mayuri's
Okay.
He's top 5. Yeah, top 5.
Number 9, D.
Number 9, Dean.
That's where I'll put. So. Yeah, this is hard.
I thought you had the list.
Oh yeah.
This is. I done told y'all how y'all doing it messed up my whole.
Bro,
like how I have it.
I'm in the anime only list. Mayuri made top 5, but not Hisugaya. Yeah, Hisugaya didn't make it, bro. I'm sorry.
Mayuri.
Mayuri's number that's 9, right? 9?
Yeah, 9.
My man.
Mayuri's number 9 for me as well.
I am, even though I love him, he's not. I put Kenpachi at number 9. I put Kenpachi at number 9. I think that was a
All
right, Kareem 10.
Who's number 10?
Of course, Kenpachi.
Kenpachi's 10. Wow. Hey, I
10
like
for
this.
me. 10 for me is Gin.
Gin Ichimaru. Wow, he's got Gin up there, yo. All right. Goose, number 10.
I put Shinsui.
Oh, wow, you got Kyoraku up there. Whoa.
Kyoraku up there?
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah.
Anime only.
Number 11, Dean. Talk to us.
11.
Oh, Mr. Captain Kuchiki.
Beast, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Anyway, go Nobunaga, please. Number 11.
11, right? Kenpachi.
Okay, they're interchangeable. That's how I feel like. But you got them at 8. Go ahead, Goose.
I have. This is where it got difficult for me because
I think the last 2 are a given. But
yeah, I think the last 2 are given. Yeah.
And then you can't fuck up the order either.
I'm gonna give it to Byakuya.
Hey, there we go, stream. I'm here for it. Thank you so much.
Number 12 is Yamato.
Ooh.
Yamamoto, yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
And same thing for you, Nobunaga?
Yeah, 12 is Yamamoto.
Okay.
Again, what you said.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm switching the 2 of them.
You got Aizen for 12.
Yeah, I got Aizen for 12.
All right. And then we already know. So
Of course.
Sosuke Aizen. And then for Goose, it is Genryusai Yamamoto.
Of course,
Captain
Aizen is
Commander.
stupid.
All right, so yeah, you guys heard it. That was our just quick countdown. We're gonna get into our tier list right now, and it's about to go down. So if you want to share it out, you got one last second to get on out there. Make people get a part of the conversation. Join up and let us know what's going down and what you think about it. We will be going back and forth with y'all. But it's time. It's time. I just want to say this real quick. I'm just glad that Byakuya is in the top 5 and he's in the top of where he belongs in the other lists. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that all the way around. Thank you so much. Anyway. So let's do it. So actually for you, Dean, this was your thing, and I know that you have the way that you want to break it down. So you tell us what captain you want to start with. You're going to tell us where you are putting them in the tier list. I will move them, and then we will all react and say how we feel about that. Go for it.
Well, man. Well, let's see. You can put
Talk to me. Let's do it.
Komomura D.
All right. Moving them there. D tier for Komomura. All right. I think we all agree with that.
Make sure this is the lowest, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
S being the highest, of course.
Got it.
All right. So tell us why. Why is he so weak? Come on, talk to me.
Okay, one. When you have a captain that the top tier captains, as you can see, Aizen, well, excluding Kenpachi, like they all battle in their Shikai. Komomura is one of the captains that when he jumps into battle, he goes straight into Bankai. There's no you don't see any fighting technique that he displays, no Kido, nothing. So that's one. And of course his Bankai alone is just a large target, and when you hurt the Bankai, you hurt him too. As when he was fighting Tosin, Tosin told him, all I have to do is get the ligaments, and that's the weak spot. You got a big target like that, and it's just game over.
Okay.
Can I say something about that real fast?
Of course.
Yeah.
So, in the anime, Tosin did say that he could not imagine anybody surviving a single hit from his Bankai. And Komomura did survive that one Kido from, who's that, Aizen himself? Aizen used that Kido on him? Where he was in that dark prism or something like that?
Yeah.
And there was a filler where Komomura fought Soifan, and she used her Bankai on him, and it did not phase him at all.
Let me ask you a question. Is Phyllis canon?
You didn't say canon. You said anime only. So I'm adding in something that was animated.
You gotta remember
saw their fight.
People who create the fillers are basing it off of the anime.
Yeah,
but
but Bleach filler is generally based off of actual situations. Bleach is one of those filler things where the filler seasons actually kind of work, honestly.
Soifan used her Bankai on Komomura. It didn't really do any damage to the guy, for one. And two, when she used her Bankai on Baragon, it severely damaged the man. So there's a different level of endurance and stamina, I would say, or durability is actually a better choice of words.
Yes.
For Komomura. So I'm not sure if you should place the man at D tier, but he may be C. I wouldn't give him straight.
I wouldn't.
I wish there was a C minus, because
I would accept that even more, because Komomura, even though he's bad to me, I think he's slightly underrated and he should be at C.
I think that even if we're gonna go with like a lot of the things and the potential that he could have, unfortunately I think that we weren't shown a lot of that in the anime, and I think that when we go into like the feats and what they're able to do across captains, I think we have to kind of solidly place him at either D or C minus. I do agree with you. I think like he's kind of like, think of him like he's the captain with a JoJo's kind of like stand, but never really does anything super amazing with said stand, and I think the problem with that is why he ends up so just properly placed at the lower tiers when we talk about captains. So I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with his placing.
I mean, it's not terrible that he's at D or whatever, but I think he deserves at least C.
Okay. If it's a C minus, I would put him there. But
just based off those things that I've seen, and then like other characters have said, it's just kind of like, all right, he has pretty much a lot of durability, probably more so than a lot of other captains. It's just not really.
But then he got smoked so fast in the anime, so that's why I can't. Even he's supposed to have durability.
Because he got hit by
his Bankai's a big target, bro. His Bankai gets hit, he gets hit.
But that's why I was like explaining the man's durability.
Even if Soifan fights him, that's a mismatch in its own.
Is it?
Now let's
What is
how not?
Wait.
How not?
Before we get too stuck on the one captain, and we can push into another captain, and if we bring up more reasoning, we can jump back. I want to get the list. I want to get into the list. I want to make sure that we hit this with fidelity. Only because there's because the same way we just did this about a captain we don't even care about. When we get to the captains we care about, it's gonna get real in here stream. So I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I think we should.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get real. It's gonna get real. It's gonna get real.
There's no.
I could agree.
I think Tom, you said you could agree. I'm gonna say that there's no curve, right? There's no curve of us helping him pass this test.
Yeah.
Right?
I just say I try to give him a little benefit, and if you said there was a C-, I would put him there, C-.
You tried to give him a little extra credit. You was like, "Go do this essay, and I'll help you pass."
Yeah.
No,
right. He tried to put in a little OT, but it's not working.
None of that here. All right, next up, because we all agree.
Next.
Yeah, next.
Second squad captain.
Soifan.
No.
Ukitake.
Ukitake he's not second.
Homie to a long white hair.
Yeah, that's Ukitake.
You said where's he at?
D.
I agree. I'm not even gonna argue that.
Why do you guys
Put the
him like that?
the medical why do I keep forgetting her name, bro?
Unohana?
Yeah, Unohana.
Why is Ukitake solidly down there?
Why?
I could imagine because he was gonna say he got nothing from him, right?
We didn't see anything. Again. This is for now. We could revisit this when
Manga?
the Blood War arc. I mean, it comes to an end.
There is. All right.
Let me get But this is kind of different now because I'm not integrating the fillers into my decisions.
Okay.
Because I only did the arcs, the Aranka arc.
I don't really remember him displaying anything for filler either. So he really got all of his shine in the 1000 whatever year Blood War arc.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the same thing for what's his name? For
Ukitake.
Okay, that we did for what's his name? Kumamoto. And I'm gonna say why. Because there's a reason why Shinsui always wanted to battle with him. If you notice, they was always side by side. I think there's a reason why. Okay, and I think Shinsui sees and knows how strong his fellow captain is. And there's a reason why I don't want to put him so low. We will go with the D, putting him in the D.
Hey, yo, you gotta take it easy. But
D.
It was stated that they're rivals and that obviously they train under Yamamoto.
How could I consider you my rival if you're not even that good?
Right. And what was it? They are considered to be transcendent when they team up together, as far as I guess their spiritual.
All of this is this. None of actual us like seeing it for ourselves. Like we can't.
I'm gonna say this one time.
You think that Yamamoto is gonna train a piece of shit? I mean, it's
not even that he trained a piece of nothing. It's not even like that. Ukitake, as the Goose was saying, is literally Kyoraku's rival and fellow student for a specific purpose. Not only that, during the Serite arc, when Ichigo was fighting Byakuya, the only reason why Ichigo got the time to do that is because Ukitake and Kyoraku stood in front of Genryusai and kept him in one spot. These two people kept that man at bay so that Ichigo could have a whole fight with Byakuya. That is a feat in itself. Who's holding this man in one spot? Like, what are we talking about? This is the captain commander.
Time out. That feat could be respect alone because he's a captain.
No other captain is standing in front of Genryusai like that and just holding him sitting there. That's not happening. It's not happening.
How much respect does Genryusai really have? Because he was willing to kill all the captains to kill Aizen.
He's gonna smoke exactly when he's ready.
He's
to do
really
something,
he's like, I'm about to just kill everybody. Yeah, I don't know, man. That
And
dude's-
Ukitake and Shunsui
Nah,
sat
yeah,
in
I
front of
don't-
him and was like, "Bro, we're gonna hold you here." And Ichigo had a whole fight with Byakuya. A whole fight.
because he knows, but like I said, Genryusai also stated that those two together, working together, is I would say like a team of a whole nother level.
Yeah. Agreed.
So, and it's not one carrying the other. It's two guys that are considered to be rivals that come together as one to make a whole nother level of, you know, a duo.
And not just that. Remember when he fought
I-
the rank
no.
card? We're talking about the rank cards. He was fighting with the number one. My man was reversing people's Ceros. Like, what are we talking about? Like, the man can box. He literally understands spiritual pressure and energy on a different level. The man can he could box. Like
That's
he's
why this
sick,
list was a little
but he
difficult
could just-
because you don't get too much out of the guy, but it's not really a slight to any captain that's really at the bottom for the most part. It's just because the feats of other captains are just so great.
Okay.
You can't help but put these guys
but
at the bottom.
I guess, again, I could take that. I was just saying, like, the way like he explained him, I was like, nah, you can't just you gotta put some spec on him, like some spec.
And that's the
Like,
reason
even
why
if we're putting him down there, some spec got to be given. Like, my man was outside.
Any other characters in D tier?
Oh, we already know who's going next. Go ahead.
Yeah, put her there.
Yep, I know. Here we go.
Whoa, I definitely wasn't talking about Soifan, but you can put it there too. Oh, no.
He's going to Uno. He's
Yeah,
going to Unohana.
Unohana.
Okay, all right, going Unohana. All right, hold on, give me 1 sec. We good?
You were putting Soifan D tier as well?
I honestly wasn't gonna put it D tier.
No, I mean, I put it there, but you put it where you putting it. All right,
Hold on,
let
my
me put Unohana here. All right, where am I putting Soifan? We can get to her after. So I put it in the right place.
I wouldn't even care if you put her at C or D.
No, Kadeem, where we putting?
I'll put Soifan at C.
C. Okay. No. Soifan, Blue Mojo says Soifan is D tier. All right,
So tell me,
Unohana.
so
Go Unohana.
why is okay? So what do you think about that, Travis?
Based off what he's saying, you got to accept that.
I'm looking at it.
The
I'm
premise
going-
on which he's
Okay,
picking
and
tiers.
I'm asking you.
You asked me a question. Okay. I take into account
Mhm.
words as well as battles, right? And I have a difficult time, for me personally. I wouldn't put him at B, but I would put him at C alongside Soifan, due to what was said pertaining to the character.
Who are we talking about?
You talking about Komomura?
I'm talking about
Ukitake?
Trash he will not let this go.
No, I'm letting it go. So I'm saying it's funny to watch Soifan up there with our homeboy. That's all I'm saying. And
Oh,
I'm-
okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
Unohana, so Unohana solid. We again, Unohana was our healing Taicho.
It's
in the
hard to see
beginning.
that.
And we know for all of you manga readers that it gets a little wacky later on in the future. But as for what we have seen in the anime so far, we know that she solidly sits there. She's a healer. That's what she was doing. She wasn't in any of the scraps. She wasn't scrapping. She wasn't there shooting in the gym. We didn't hear nothing by happenstance about her besides her healing until way later on in the manga. So I think she currently sits properly in the D tier. Soifan is next. Talk to us, Black by Nature.
Man, this character right here, bro. I'm stuck between the two. I'm stuck between C and D. Yeah, this is anime only.
Ha!
Here we
Travis,
go.
Travis, chill. Damn. Mr. Hitsugaya.
Is C?
This is my favorite. This is my favorite captain. Favorite of them all. But I'm gonna have to put him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put him. The reason being, and honest, and
Where are you putting that? Where you
He's
putting
a
him at?
C. He's a C. That's why you can't see. It's right there, Trav. You can see it. It's a C.
Okay, all right.
and the reason why I like, and on the record, I defended him to the T against Goose and Nobunaga Dono. You know, stating his abilities and.
Bro, that episode was wild. Whatever episode that was.
And I just recently watched the anime
potential
over
episode.
again, and this dude, even though in the anime he says it himself that he's a prodigy because he was able to achieve Bankai at a young age. That's the thing behind the whole Bankai thing. The majority of the captains have, developed their Bankai for 100+ years. That's why they're able to, get the full power from their Bankai. He said that his is immature. And the emotions in this battle, man, like majority of the time you see him fight, what he's doing, he's screaming, charging in, getting smoked. I seen it about like 4 or 5 times and I was tired of it. It was only one fight that was okay. He did his thing, and that was when he fought the number 3 around Espada. And even in that, he didn't even kill her. He just froze her. So
and she didn't die from that.
No, she didn't die. No, she didn't die. Didn't get scathed. Nothing. Aizen
had to recruit some help from Aizen to slash her.
Yeah, Aizen was
even then
the
she still didn't die.
And hey, oh boy,
with a wooden stick.
Huh?
He's fighting with a wooden sword, maybe.
Yo, and it's just like and like I was stating before, like how okay, take Maurice the Beast, Captain Kuchiki.
God.
He go like into battle. It's levels. He'll go regular, Shikai, and then the second Shikai where he'll start using his hands to move around his ability, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Then he'll go into Bankai. Then he has a second Bankai when Zenzu Bakura Kageyoshi. Right? So it's levels. Oshiro would just jump. He wouldn't go to Shikai. Wouldn't even attack to test out the opponent's abilities. He would jump straight into Bankai, get smoked.
Mm-hmm.
By the third minute, you already see his ice breaking on his wings.
Yeah, and it's. But now, granted, I get it. His Bankai is immature. It's not mastered yet. Yada yada yada, whatever. But it's just like, bro, come on now. How many battles have you been in? How many times have you been in this situation? And it's the same outcome every time.
Granted, needs more time.
Still my favorite captain, bro. But it's a lot of.
But definitely needs more time.
So, no, because you're not gonna take this away from me, Dean. So even though he tried to lighten the blow. It's fine. So even though he's your favorite captain, would you say that he's overrated?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, there we go. That's all I wanted to hear.
Damn.
I can stop the episode now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Unfortunately, yeah. Because for that title he holds, it does not match. It doesn't match, not one bit. The only thing that matches is I'm able to control water in the air, and then I could. That's dope. That's dope as fuck, honestly. But that's about it. All right.
I guess I want to put this in there. A lot of people were agreeing in the chat. Blue Mojo, Ryosuke Hero was saying he was taking a lot of L's in the beginning, and it was tough to watch over and over again. Him just kind of getting washed up over and over again. Again, I was rooting for the young man too. I thought he was very cool. I love dragons. My man got an ice dragon as a Bankai. Come on, how could I not like that? But it's the proof is in the pudding. And as you put this one together, you can really see everything that happened if you rewatch Bleach over again without just like the first time seeing it and being for him. You realize a lot of things just didn't go his way. So he's at a C solidly, and I think the chat agrees, and so do the Hashira. So we're moving on. Next character. Hold up, real quick. Hold on a second. El Rav said he's solidly a C, and C is for Cap. I got something for you, El Rav. Tiger uppercut. We anti-air that. We don't want that in here. Don't jump in with that foolishness. Cut it out. Anyway, next character, sir.
Next character. I'm gonna go with Tosin.
And Tosin goes?
Tosin, I'll put B.
Wow, B tier.
Watching the fight, the main fight that stood out to me with Tosin was him versus Kenpachi. They're able to hold their own against Kenpachi. The abilities that he displayed with his Bankai taking, being that Kenpachi's an animal in its entirety, I feel like if it was someone else, like
be a different
he
story.
would
I
have
was thinking
definitely
the same. I was
he
thinking
would
the
have
same thing.
definitely
dude.
smoked that person because Kenpachi, was like, I'm just gonna take the hit, grab your sword, and then I found you. Like if it's any other any other captain, bro, in that situation, a different captain, Tosin is winning.
Well,
Because
except Byakuya, but continue.
Okay, whatever. So, and it's just like the IQ that he displays fighting Kenpachi, bro. It's good. You have to give him credit on that.
so it may not just be battle, I guess stuff, but talk. Aizen did state that he felt at the top of Rancor or Espada were not worthy enough to, I guess, roll with him, and yet he decided to keep Tosin and was it Gin with him?
And yeah, yep.
And it's heavily implied that Tosin is stronger than all the Espada themselves. So I think B is a solid place for Tosin. And I agree with that fight. Like, it's only because of Kenpachi's instinctive abilities and the ability to just to take those types of hits. Like, the dude was cutting this man up. And Kenpachi was found some type of fun in that to catch the sword and catch him at the same time, like, which was crazy. And I felt if it was a lot of other people, they'd be in some deep shit. So I respect the Tosin.
Yeah, no, I even listening to like, and I actually find it's funny that Black by Nature would bring that up. Listening to Tosin talk during the fight made you realize that everything he did was for a reason. Like, his ability, he understood it. He knew why he was doing it. He understood that your senses were cut off, so I can do all these things to you. I know that because I'm cutting off the senses, you're gonna have a hard time using your spiritual pressure. Like, he went through everything. Like, the man is a warrior. Like, he's a warrior, and he's made for it. Again, I have to agree with the Aizen situation. We know how ridiculous Aizen is, and we understand how strong he is, and how he was like, yo, these guys can't hang with me, so they shouldn't. But Gin and what's name get to walk around with him, like, that these guys are powerful people. And again, if it wasn't Zaraki Kenpachi or Byakuya Kichiki, I don't see a lot of people coming on top in that situation. I just don't see it happening. So
I see one more person that would, but we'll get to
Mayuri. But yeah, whatever.
But Mayuri, you know what's bad? Yes, I'm gonna add Mayuri to the list, 100%.
Thank you.
And I can explain why too, but I don't even have to. Yes, he gets added to the list. Sorry.
Thank you.
Honestly, I believe Tosin is probably the only B character.
Oh, after this, we up. Oh, we upstream.
We
up, y'all.
Straight
we up, y'all.
I'm putting Gin there.
All right. Now, I actually want to hear you. I want to hear people tell me why Gin should be up there. I want to actually hear this. This would be
okay. Now this, I just finished watching this episode when Gin fought Ichigo for the second time, and when he was really explaining his Zanpakuto, and then he was like, "Yo," like he was like Ichigo caught on. He was like, "Yo, it's not how fast." Pause.
Yep, pause it. Yep.
It's not how. Yo, nah, I can't even say that. I'm gonna say it. It says it's not how fast my Zanpakuto extends. It's how quick it retracts. That's Ichigo caught on to that. So Gin was like, yeah, but he said, you want to know how fast it is? And he clapped, and he said it's 500 times faster than that. So him doing, like, even when he explained it to Ichigo still could not counter it whatsoever. And that, like he will extend it, and the minute Ichigo would try to counter, before Ichigo moves, it's already back to regular size. So it's him using that ability to his advantage. And then what he did to Aizen, how was he the only one to figure out if I touch your Zanpakuto in your awakened state, that's how I get out the hypnosis. And then once he figured that out, he smoked them, took the Hyogoku or whatever that crystal ball is called.
Gotcha.
And then his Bankai on top of that is like some dissolving poison.
Yes.
Yes, the dissolving poison that if that wasn't Aizen, whoever else it is, bro, that person is dead. But it's just like the combat ability, like being displayed fighting Ichigo was like next level. He wasn't even really fighting serious.
Mm-hmm.
So you understand what I'm saying? It's like basically he was teaching Ichigo the same time in the battle. He's just like, yo, you're not strong enough, so I can't really leave things in your hand to take care of Aizen. I'm gonna have to do it. But go ahead, Tom. I see you want to add something.
I'm definitely want to add something. So go ahead, Tom. I'm
Yeah. So alongside Toshido, Gin is considered a prodigy, but he's not just called a prodigy. He's called an unparalleled prodigy. So if there was a midsection like an A+, I would definitely give Gin A+. I do think he's up there. The man could level a city in just a matter of a split second. And he kept his Bankai from everybody for the longest time. Like, he lied about what his Bankai truly was to a lot of people. And he was the only one that was actually able to get that close to Aizen in terms of... Because Aizen was afraid for his life after he caught him with his actual Bankai. And there wasn't too many people, aside from Yamamoto and Kenpachi, that Aizen was weary of. He didn't really care or really worry about anybody else except for those two. He said he was weary of Kenpachi, and obviously he stated that he was still, before that Hyogoku whatever transformation, he felt that he was still underneath in terms of battle, power, whatever, Yamamoto. So for Gin to even make it that far and to do what he did, I accept him to be at, if there was, like I said, a midsection there, he would be definitely A+ for sure.
I you know what's bad is I don't mind him being A, but I have Gin at S. And the reason
I respect it. No, I respect that too.
The reason I have Gin at S is because Gin is one of those characters who remind me of how great a character or a person can be when they are given all of the information and knowledge and used all of their experience to their advantage. His Bankai and his abilities are not that great. When you think about it, it's just, oh, I can retract my sword at a certain speed that's so fast that you can't catch up to it. That doesn't mean anything, but I'm strong enough to make that count. I also understand how my abilities should be to make it the most effective on the battlefield. I can level a city because I know how to make this work, and I'm strong enough to make my weapon strong enough to do the things I need it to do. Not only that, he's very intelligent and has always used his intelligence to his advantage. The man understands battle. He understands Kido. He understands the rules of engagement. He knows how all these things work. And the fact that he lied about his Bankai means he was stronger than most people without ever using it. The man is on another level and has been the entire anime, bro. And like, I have to say, Gin is wild, bro. He's wild. So I would put him at S. Real talk. I can't front.
And I respect that 100% because I had him at number 10 on my list. So
he's definitely.
Bro, he's wild, when he started really boxing, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let me see who's that. Is that Ice? Okay, so it's okay. Also have in the ear A tier. First card, the first captain.
What? Who?
Yeah.
You mean Omen?
No, sorry, pause. Not Yama. I'm sorry. No,
you said first captain.
Not him. The flower captain. My fault. My fault.
You scared me. I said what?
The only reason why, like, I wouldn't have him S is because like his Bankai is like a very it has like a bad backdraw to it.
But he didn't display Bankai anime, right?
Yes, he did. Whoa.
No, he didn't. That was manga only. He showed his Shikai.
He did Shikai, and he finally explained the abilities during the Arenkai fights, but he never went full out Bankai, to my knowledge.
That's true. That's a fact. Bankai didn't get released until
I could have.
No, I can't say it.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah, my man.
That was against his fight against Stark.
Yep.
He still gets 8.
Right.
Shikai
is El Rab said the same thing. Shikai is only in anime so far. Yeah.
Okay, but I still put him in there though.
He's still 8.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Yes.
And S tier when manga hits, but keep going.
All right, now in this, I'm gonna need this S tier to be in order.
Okay. So closest to the S will be the stronger one. So whoever's closest to the S will be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going across. All right.
Okay, so number 1, Aizen.
All right, you got Aizen at number 1. Bam.
Aizen needs his own list.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like,
He's like S
for,
plus
for, for you
plus.
for you to manipulate someone's birth, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say manipulate someone's birth, but I don't know like how far into details everyone is, but
He's S plus
Eisen
plus.
Eisen it was a certain hollow that Eisen set out on the human world, and that certain hollow ran into Ichigo's mother, and that's how
Oh yeah.
Ishii Kurosaki, which is Ichigo's pops, went to go fight that hollow as well. I think it's called the White Hollow. I think that's what he had created, and I guess that came forth for them two meeting.
You played the strings of somebody's life.
Yeah, not just someone's, bro. It's just like basically all the characters, bro. Especially what he did to Momo. What he did to Momo was fucked up, but like she was like mentally gone. Especially when she came back and she wants to talk to Toshiro on the screen, and Toshiro's just looking at her like, "Yo, you're not all together."
Yeah.
So
you're still not. Huh? Okay, go ahead.
For what Eisen did, he's like the most calculated and the most well planned out, I would say, captain in terms of what he did, because I still believe that, and he's probably the most intelligent. But I would, for the most, I would have to give it to Mayuri for most well thought out and most prepared for situations. Would definitely be Mayuri.
Like, that's 100% fact.
But Eisen alone, if there was an S plus or S plus plus, he would be the only one to sit there, because he's so. It doesn't really matter. It didn't even matter after that when we're talking about like Hyogoku, right? Eisen at this point.
Yeah. Well, in its entirety.
If Ichigo did not beat him, I think he would have soloed every single captain. It didn't matter who it was. He would have soloed everybody. It didn't matter if he would have got caught up by Yamamoto, because his regenerative ability was ridiculous. And at the end, it's just like you couldn't even kill the man. Nobody could kill him. He wasn't dead. You had to seal. They did the Gojo effect. You can't kill the man. You just have to seal him up to keep him out. Like that's exactly what happened.
I don't. Well, then again, I do. Because at the end of the day, he was gonna get sealed, because Urahara put that in from jump.
But I think Kisuke understood that you cannot kill this man.
I don't think he even needed to go into that form to really kill anybody. Honestly, even when he first arrived to
Soul Society, or
no, not Soul, to the town or whatever, to kill everybody in the city to make the Soul Key.
What is that?
Even when he first,
Town?
Yeah, the Karakura Town. When he first arrived to Karakura Town, that form, that by itself, I feel like would have just handled everybody. Because mind you, like he was dealing with everyone, bro. With the Shikai alone, nobody seen his Bankai. Shikai alone, and we all know Bankai is a next level of spiritual pressure.
When done right, yes sir.
So, he was at that point. Like I stated earlier, he was still very wary of Kenpachi and very wary of Genryusai.
He had to be.
Exactly.
And honestly, there's a reason why. I mean, granted, yes, plot is necessary, etc. But like when you have to actually plan out something like that, that means you still are. And I'm going to use the word worried that you might get killed or defeated by
That's true, because if you have to plan something like that for that many years, you have to take into account everything that could possibly go wrong, and those two guys are something that can definitely go wrong.
Right. Right.
So yeah, sure. But I say he only reaches S++ after Hyogoku, because then the guy is really undefeatable, and you get beat by the MC, obviously, but not even, because you have to get sealed. You can't get killed. And he's just locked in that world. Like I said, they gojoed him for sure.
Right.
So yeah, he obviously deserves that spot as the number one. There's nobody else that's beating him on this list at all. Not even close. I don't think so.
Yeah.
And of course, we have next Yamamoto. That's
for sure. I agree with that.
And what I think that's yeah, that's manga only. I can't really, because his like he goes
Yo. Oh man.
No, we can't. Travis.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying these old men in these anime / mangas are that look like him, that look just like him.
Always
are yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Always
yes.
OP. Always OP.
They are never trash.
You could have been
Yeah. Not really going to go into.
I mean, at
Stop
base,
it, Travis.
the old man is so OD that
He's
when he turns, he takes his blade out, everything around him kind of burns. You can't even breathe because the air is being burned. That's
Right.
kind of ridiculous. At best, that's ridiculous. And even like before getting into the manga, like my man, like when you name your Bankai something and you say its name when it arrives, generally when you're a powerful character, that just means a whole lot. My man says "scorched to earth," like.
Right.
And means it. Like he means what he says. Like,
Yo, and Aizen made an Espada or Rancor, I don't know.
Wonder Weiss.
To counter Yamamoto. And he said
he
all
thought
right.
that without the sword,
All right.
Wonder Weiss can beat him.
I'm just gonna beat you. I'm just gonna beat you up.
Yeah.
And what did
He
he
beat
do?
the shit out of Wonder Weiss without the sword. Without the sword.
Without the sword, bro. Just beat him bare fist, bro.
And he's like, I feel sorry for you.
He was like, yo, I'm glad. He was like, yo, I'm glad that you're not in that kid form, because now I'm gonna really knock you out. Yo, like how you say that to someone? He's like, I'm glad you're not in that kid form. Now I could go all out.
He literally spanked him, bro.
It's the real deal. Like that's why it was just kind of.
That's
broken.
come on now. That's
His hand to hand is probably the best hand to hand out of all the captains.
For
He
sure.
is ridiculous.
I wouldn't even use the word probably.
Oh,
think
yeah,
it is.
probably. Yeah, take probably out. Take probably out.
Okay, no, okay. I have no problem. Next character, D.
next character. Of course, you already know who it is. Kuchiki.
Thank you, sir. Bless your heart.
Kuchiki.
you, sir.
Now,
Bless your
again, as far as like intelligence goes, he's top 3.
Oh my God. Yes, sir. Keep
Like battle IQ wise, to hold like when he fought. That wasn't a spot. That was a regular Iran card that he fought, like with all the eyes all over his body.
Mm-hmm.
That
dude
that tried to kill
beat
Rukia.
up Rukia. Yeah.
Yeah. So, bro, even in that battle, he lost his arm. He lost his foot. Homie was still like, you know what I mean? Like he already knew like you're still not gonna win. The poise that he held in that battle. And back, I'm gonna go back real quick. When he was fighting Ichigo, he released his Shikai. It was chasing. He was just standing there. It was on some Gaara shit. And it's just chasing Ichigo around when Ichigo was in his Bankai form. And Ichigo's getting cocky, like, "Yo, you're getting slower. Like, is this all you got?" He's like, "All right." And the minute all he did was start. Now he's controlling it, moving it with his hands. What did he say? It moves 5 times faster with me controlling it. So for him to basically just flip the switch just like that, and then flips the switch again, goes into Bankai, and then flips the switch again, changes his Bankai into offensive. Now, like having Ichigo think like that's the only offensive mechanism that he has with his Bankai, to have the flower petals chase him around. Nah, they could take a form of a sword. Oh, now they're gonna be all around you, so I could attack you from different angles. And that's where, boom, stabbed him in the foot. And then it was over right then and there until, you know, the hollow form came out of nowhere, blah, blah, whatever, and slashed Rikuya across the chest. But we already know.
I mean, can I go for it? Can I do it?
Yeah,
I know you're about to unleash. Hold on.
There's the S
All
spot.
right,
I'm going for it.
all right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tommy. My bad. Go, bro.
What I'm about to say is pointless, so we just let Maurice say it all. So go ahead, Maurice.
All right.
It really is. Just let him just go ahead. He's gonna go off. So
Okay, so Byakuya Kuchiki is the GOAT, guys. But nah, seriously, he really is OD. And the thing is, like, so it's not even just his combat smarts, but my man is one of the only captains that casts multiple Kitos. Like, my man straight be off different numbers for the right situations, because he can
high
actually
level too, like
ones,
90.
High level, yup.
Like, he has smoked enemies with just number 33. What's it? White lightning, whatever that is. He's literally smoked people with just that alone. Like straight alone, smoking people with Kitos, just because he's that good. Not only that, again, he's super intelligent when he's fighting. He understands everything. He understands rules of engagement. And his Bankai, but before I even get to his Shikai, is wild strong. It's a lot of blades that are all, as he literally explained it, as sharp as his regular sword would be, flying around and chasing you. He can do all these things while still moving around. Not only that, we know that they even said it in the anime, he is the second fastest captain. I mean, person. I think Soifan might be above him. They're trying to say Soifan's faster than him, but according to
he is considered the fastest.
He's the fastest after Yoichi. Like he's the fastest captain. Like that's bugged out. So he already has that in his bag of tricks. Not only that, again, what Kenny was explaining. It's not even just the fact that his Bankai, 1, multiplies the amount of blades chasing you. 2, they increase in speed and power. Again, once he starts moving his hands, they increase again. They also can use the shield and defend him and attack you at the same time. Also, when he takes it to the next level and makes them into swords around you, he brings you to a whole nother area in which he controls the spiritual pressure in the whole area. Whenever he hits you with the sword, it doesn't just hit you, it literally increases and condenses the spiritual pressure around that part of the body he hits, so that you become slower than him by like 10 times. That is ridiculous. He's already faster than you, and now if I hit you in your leg, you're super slow. If I cut you in your arm can't move because it's too heavy with spiritual pressure. My man Ichigo really was like, dag, is he just getting faster than me? My man Kuchika walked up to him and said, no, I'm not getting faster, I'm not even moving that fast, you're getting slower because I hit you. Like, are you serious? What kind of foolishness is that? Like, he really has all the tools all the time, and he's smart. Like, come on. Is there more to say? Is there more to say? And he's always calm, cool, and collected. He has his emotions in check all the time. Like, he just
extremely lax at all times.
He's too great. He's
how you do, bro? Stop.
And one more thing. I got one more.
I'm upset.
I got one more.
I'm upset.
My man Zaraki Kenpachi, after they did all that stuff they did fighting the Espada, my man looked at him and said, there's only one other captain I think is as strong as me, and it's you. Looked him dead in the face and said, I want to fight you. Now that we're sitting here, let's fight. Because he knows, even Zaraki Kenpachi understands, Kuchiki is dumb strong, bro. Like, he looked at him and was like, bro, I know it's you. I want to fight you. What's up? Like, even Zaraki knows. Like, that is, like, when you get that level of respect from somebody who's that strong, and then we already understand what it's about. Like, we understand what it's about. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm done. My bad, y'all.
Now you go. We was that rant was definitely expected. That's your boy. You feel me?
My boy.
You already know that.
Mr. Rocket the building.
Now, honestly, this is.
Wait. So you placed Byakuya over Kenpachi?
You sure did.
Yes.
I just agree with that so much. But keep going.
It's enemy only.
It doesn't matter, but keep going.
Well, man.
I'm Kenpachi. Anyway, sorry. Look at the goose lean in. The goose leaned in. What's up,
we'll put Kenpachi.
What's up, Goose? Talk to me, Goose.
I was waiting for the right answer.
No. Because when I get to Mayuri, I'll explain why I was thinking about it.
You can just let me explain Mayuri, man.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm finna let that happen.
I'll give my brief synopsis on him, and then Tom, you can take over because I know that's your boy. So Kenpachi does not know, just base form, bro. His spiritual pressure is godlike. He has the eye patch that's constantly eating away at his spiritual pressure because he has too much. And even when the battle when he fought Ichigo for the first time, which I feel like he should have never won.
Nope.
Well, Ichigo should never won.
Sure,
what's his name? Zangetsu came out and said, "Yo, do you hear the screaming of his Zanpakuto?" Because the Zanpakuto in that base form could not manage the spiritual pressure that Kenpachi was releasing. That is just nuts.
He's a danger to himself, actually.
He
kind of a slight to the manga in a sense, but
like a double-edged sword, basically.
He has so much spiritual energy that he is a danger to himself, and that's some manga stuff.
Yeah, I would say it.
I can't take it
and
any further.
his endurance, everything is just brute force, bro.
I think that the thing with Zaraki Kenpachi, and the reason I feel like he sits solidly at S, is because he's brute force done correct. Like there isn't a lot of anime where they do brute force in a way in which you're like, I'm gonna respect it the entire time. And Zaraki is one of those characters where you respect it the entire time. He's just really strong and can take a lot of damage and understands these things and enjoys fighting. Like going back
Key
to
word
Tosa.
right there, Maurice, was understands, because they usually make the brute force guy an idiot,
Like idiot.
and he is
Right.
far
True.
from an idiot.
That
He's
is
like
true.
Toto. He's why I like those characters, like who are like strong and can be smart. I love those kind of characters who do that, such as like something like like. And the thing is, like, well, he's fighting Tosin. Like Tosin's talking, and Tosin's very intelligent. He's going through all these things, and he's got it all figured out. And Zaraki's like, "Thanks for explaining it, stupid." Like,
And it's not just that. The only emotion that he's feeling at that point in time when he's calling his Bankai is excitement.
yeah, he's like, "Bro, I'm figuring this out. I'm gonna wash you up, and it's gonna be great when I do it."
He's getting it when he caught this or grabbed the sword. The grin on this man's face is the same grin in that picture. He was so excited, like it was crazy. Like he wants to see strength. He wants somebody to challenge. He wants a challenge, and that's the main thing that he seeks in life is a challenge. Somebody that's challenging. And for him, who do you fight? What was it, number 3? A round card number or Espada number 3?
They're doing
Nah,
the
number
Scythe
3.
there, right? Yeah, I forgot his name. He-Man
Sight,
strong,
not Noitra.
No,
what
that was
his name
5. That was 5. That was 5.
6,
Yeah, that was 5.
Whatever. That
6
fight in
is
itself. Okay, yeah. Okay. What number was Ulk? 4, 3?
Who?
Ulquiorra.
He's 4. I don't know why, but he's 4.
Yeah, Ukiyora's 4.
Well,
I
yes.
don't know why.
Because because
He definitely moved up after that double awakening.
He kept it away from people, like his power. So that's why he took number 4.
The second resurrection or whatever you
form,
wanna
yes, correct.
call it. But to be able to do what you do without any type of release and put people to shame with just your chipped up shit sword, you like, yo, bro. And then it's just like
Daddy took from somebody else.
Yeah, he took from somebody else. Exactly. Yeah.
shh,
Whoa! I forgot that. Wow!
come on
I forgot that.
That's my favorite character. That's my favorite captain. I'm sorry.
Yo, good point out. Wow,
But, I mean,
that's
e-,
crazy.
even before we get into like stuff that's too far ahead, he kind of explained it when they went into like why
What,
he
his
was captain.
backstory?
Yeah, when they was explaining
Yeah, his
like how he
backstory,
became
yeah,
captain, how
absolutely,
he killed the other guy
absolutely.
just because he wanted to find stronger fighters, and
he is the only, and that's another point too. He was the only captain, I believe. He's the only captain that became captain in that manner.
yes,
In that manner, yes.
yeah, bro.
The man is a pure killer.
He's an
bro.
animal. He's
Like,
a pure animal. Like,
pure powerhouse that like I mentioned more than once already, Aizen decided this one captain along with the captain of the captains, I have to watch out for this guy. Like, yo, come on, bro. It's crazy. And then that's why I cannot wait for this next continuation, because it just gets so much even just crazy. This one man, like, he is like a very close second to being my favorite captain aside from Mayuri, because the man is just ridiculous, bro.
Oh man. All right, well let's close it on out. Let's close it on out.
Out.
Let's do it.
Mayuri. And I was telling Tom, but as I was arguing again.
Word,
we
I was
go
at the
back
gym.
like,
Tell me this.
Well, like 7 months ago, when I was debating back and forth with
Right,
Nobunaga, and I was telling him like Mayuri wasn't really that good, and he got smoked by Ishida and blah blah whatever. When I really sat there and took the time to understand this captain, bro, like he jumped bounds past a lot of captains I had ahead of him. The reason being, that fight he fought against, I don't know what number Espada that was, the scientist Espada or Arankar, whatever. Like that was like
embarrassment.
Total embarrassment. Honestly, it was so bad. Like I didn't even know where to. Mayuri basically has an out for every situation. And I'm gonna say it again. He has an out for every situation, regardless of what the matter is. Like one example, who thinks of that, to put a poison in your lieutenant just in case anyone takes over her body or does anything that the scientist is who thinks of that and then says, "Oh, I'm gonna test out this new poison on you. Oh, you're not gonna catch me, so I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You're already caught." Like, what?
So,
man,
that's another. Are you done, Deep? I didn't want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So for one, his Shikai was the only Oh, no, that's manga. Jeez.
That's manga. Jeez.
I have to say it's not like a really big spoiler or anything, but it kind of really plays a big role as to why he's on this list, and it has to do with another captain. Was his Shikai was the only Shikai that was able to stop Kenpachi in his tracks. He used his Shikai and paralyzed him, and he was unable to move.
That's
but I'm not
why
any further than that.
Sorry,
So-
that's why I was kind of debating those two, because like he has been out to really counter.
So on top of being fully prepared for a vast amount of situations, his demeanor, he's not really ever really serious. That fight against the Espada, I think he came in completely like, he saw him as a test subject, not like I want to kill this man, I have to kill him or else he's gonna kill me. Like, no, he was a test subject the whole time. And Mayuri's in his own mind, his mindset is always like, I need a new test subject. Like, I need something to, I guess, fulfill my need for whatever, all this information or all this stuff. Like, if he had a killer mindset, then I think it would be a lot different, and he would be a lot worse. As in, like, he'd probably be a little bit further up on this on the list, because I don't think he ever really tries to kill people. He just wants something to excite his curiosity. And at the same time, all the preparedness and all that stuff, like like you said with his vice captain, like he has multiple poisons within her, just in case. Like, he needs to extract something, he needs to do something, and that's not even getting started with his Bankai. His Bankai is purely ridiculous poison. Sorry
to cut you up. What did he do to his lieutenant to bring her back to life?
You know exactly.
You know what he did. You know what he did. You know what he did.
You know exactly what happened. Okay. You know what happened. All right.
And that's the thing too. It's just like you guys know what I usually look at or whatever in a character. Is like the man is a scientist. He's purely intelligence. He has no like physical power or anything like that. He's not going to go out here and just snuff somebody out. Like, he's basically beating you with his intelligence and his science. And that the Bankai in itself, the golden baby, I always say the golden baby, you can do whatever you want to that golden baby, and it can attack you. That's the thing. It ate the dude, Xyloporo.
Yeah.
And he thought that he was gonna resurrect from within the Bankai and do something. He completely screwed himself. And I remember the baby, for one, it's massive. And it can attack you. It had all those swords and everything coming out of his chest. It has like a ridiculous worm body, like, and it's actually pretty fast moving. And it naturally breathes out this ridiculous poison.
Now,
and on top of that, he is also concocting all these different things at the same time to just test his curiosity. Like, what will this do to you? Oh, you have this type of body, I want to do this to you. And it's all a game to him. Mm-hmm. I would think so. He's not a killer. He's not trying to be a killer. And I feel like if he was trying to be a killer, he'd be a whole nother level.
I'm gonna add on to something that you just said, Tom. Or two things. Now, again, like I said before, he has an out to everything. The Espada was able. I don't know. I forgot what he did, but he took over Mayuri's Bankai. And he's like, oh, well, now your Bankai is going to attack you. Then 2 seconds later, the Bankai exploded. And he told him, yo,
it blew up.
Just in case anyone has that, think that they're going to turn my Bankai against me, I programmed it to basically explode. And it went back into a Shikai form. That's one. And the second one, where Uryu, Ishida, was like, no, Renji was breathing in the poison from the Bankai. He's like, yo, like, this poison. And Ishida, like, oh, I'm, because my body built an immune system, so the poison is not going to affect me. And then Mayuri looked back and he was like, yo, you don't think that every time like I affect someone, I don't go back and tamper with the poison so it could affect them again versus them building antibodies, you dummy. So it's just like, steps ahead before he goes into battle.
I want to say this kind of cool thing too about Mayuri that I think is really cool. And I always find it like as a Dungeons and Dragons player, I always find it really cool how like you have to mix in a lot of the way the world works with a lot of things happening. Mayuri is cool because it's not just science; it's science and spiritual pressure. So a lot of things that he's experimenting with are things he does in his lab, and then he's using his spiritual pressure to reiterate that in his actual abilities. That's kind of cool. Like, his Bankai is a actual remember, you get your Bankai, and all the abilities you have are things that you have from your spiritual abilities, right? So these are things he's tested in a lab, and then his spiritual pressure is enough to influence what he wants to change that too. That's broken. Like, can you imagine being like, oh, I know how these things work, so I'm gonna just make my spiritual pressure make this thing change in my Bankai. What the hell? Like, how does that even? That's crazy. He can do some. I think that the ceiling for him is so high, and again, without getting into the manga, I gotta act like I don't know what I'm talking about. But like, the ceiling for him is so high that I think that it's just so hard for him not to have made top 5. Like, it's difficult for him not to make it there. Difficult.
Right.
I'm just gonna end on him with the ending of that fight against the Espada. Like, he had the dude begging to die. He was begging for death at that point.
Yeah. Right. Now, as y'all can see, like, how I'm basing this list off of what each captain was displaying in different scenarios and different battles and showcasing their experiences. So from the bottom to the top, all of what was shown in the anime to back the character up is what I'm basing it off of. Now,
I respect your list for sure. I would make slight changes, but I respect your list.
Yeah, I would make slight changes.
Very slight changes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and try to go through my own list.
Overall, it's not bad.
No, overall.
No, not at all.
Overall,
Not at all.
I'm just.
I would make probably 2 or 3 changes, but
I'd make 2.
other than that,
Honestly, I like from y'all standpoint with Komamura, now that you brought up the I definitely understand and see where you're coming from with what Tosin said, that because even when Tosin got hit by that, like, it crushed his whole arm. So if he didn't have that regeneration ability, I felt like Tosin would have been handicapped in that.
His hollow ability. He's already handicapped, but
but you know that. But he adapted to that handicap, so he's not handicapped anymore. But he would have definitely. I would say, like, I would definitely agree if it's like a D+ or a C+ whatever, or a C- whatever, to put him in that.
C- is fine.
That tier.
No, I think your list is solid. Again, if you're in the chat, if you want to clip it or if you want to screenshot it, and post it up somewhere, have people talking trash about us, or we get to hear what people are saying. Well, I want to know what people think about the tier list that was said here, and I want to know what you guys think about what we said. This will be on YouTube, and you can always comment there. If you follow us on social media, you can definitely also do that as well. And we're probably going to post this up on Twitter and stuff like that, and we're going to definitely post it up on our Instagram so that people can see where the list ended out at. So yeah, for sure.
What two changes you will make, Trav?
I don't want to end it without me saying I definitely would switch Kenpachi.
Above Byakuya?
Yes, but that's just
yeah. Of course you would.
No, I agree. I agree.
Honestly, I definitely I could see where you're coming from with that. The only reason why I give Byakuya the edge is because, one, his ability to use Kido, and 2, his Bankai like gives him like a different, like, multiple
he has an edge.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's that's why I was really like debating that.
Here or there.
If you, and this is why I kind of put Kenpachi over Byakuya. If you dissect the fight with Yami, it seems like when Kenpachi kind of accepts Byakuya as a rival, it seems like he feels like he rivals him if he fights him with one hand. And we all know what happens when Kenpachi decides to use 2 hands. So I feel like...
I don't think Byakuya could even block a... But then again, you would have to catch him first. But anyway. My God.
I just feel like Kenpachi adapts to every situation, doesn't matter who you are or what you decide to do.
And
like, he's going to
Byakuya does the same. That's the problem.
But this is why they're both interchangeable at this point.
That's why I was kind of pausing.
Interchangeable. Yeah, I said the same.
They're both S-class and they sit right next to each other.
Right.
They're literally like...
They are the next. They are the next. Like, after the top 2, they are the next uncontested. Like, there's no one next. Like, there's no one after. Like, there with them. I think they sit there. That's kind of where I feel like. I feel like they're interchangeable because of how like they handle everything. I think that.
Well,
yeah.
Can we also point out that Tosin
Mm-hmm.
is the minority.
You're right.
That's true.
You are obviously correct.
so is Komamura, but
No,
not
he's the
this.
only one to beat.
he's
Oh.
only
But
Huh?
he's the only one in B. That's what we're talking about.
Oh,
You see Tommy's going? You see
okay.
where Tommy's going? Oh my goodness!
I'm trying to be inclusive, man. Come on.
And Tosin is very close to Token, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Oh,
Wow. Yo.
no.
I'm leaving it there.
All right, good night, guys. Why, Travis? Why?
Anyway, do you as we finish this list, we got our last sayings out the way. Again, please, we are asking that if you see this on YouTube, that you would share this out, that you would comment in the comment section. Of course, if you are a sub here on Twitch, or if you're a sub on our YouTube, if you comment in, we would like to read some of your comments live on stream. And if you are a sub on Twitch, we will want to open up a segment where we'll allow you to call in via Discord and share some of your thoughts with us while we're live. And you'll be seen in our episodes on YouTube as well. So that's something that we want you guys to pay attention to and be a part of, as always. So please tune into us next time as we are getting into the anime fall season. It has been an absolute blast, and I hope that you guys were just able to enjoy Black by Nature's idea of us ranking the captains, the OG captains from Bleach. Tell us your thoughts and all that stuff in the comment section when this is on YouTube, and when we put out the videos or the pictures, we hope to see your comments and stuff there as well. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and sub to our YouTube, and we've got more coming for you. And as always, it has been a blast to be in front of y'all, a blast to converse with y'all, because I can't even speak English. That's crazy. But right? But it's been a blast. So, as always, do the best that you can and live the best life you can. Enjoy anime, and above all these things, stay nerdy, my friends. Johnny.